On the day that he was hauled off to state prison for the rest of his life, we're getting an inside look at the investigation that helped put Troy Brake behind bars.
One piece of information written in a memo shared with several area police departments was key to breaking this quadruple murder case.
24 Hour News 8's Joe LaFurgey sat down with the author of that memo and the other investigators. Big break for them.
It really was, Brian Souza. That memo led police to a gun and to the ammunition that tied that gun to the murders.
The memo was a simple request. Here's what we know. Here's what we need.
We put out a law enforcement bulletin to the community in law enforcement community in Michigan, telling them that we were looking for a Glock 40 handgun that we believed used in the homicides of the Zimmers. We couldn't release this to the general public at that time, but we wanted it to the law enforcement community so that they could be on the lookout, and that's exactly what happened.
It went out just days after the bodies of Charmaine Zimmer, her sons Tyler and Jeremy, and Jeremy's girlfriend Catherine Brown were found in their burned-out Wright Township home. Investigators had narrowed the owners of that particular gun down to a tall stack of names, but they needed something that would pull the name out of that pile.
The key to identifying the suspect at that time was this bulletin, and then the wherewithal from the GRPD to make the call to us after they had arrested Mr. Brake. I think that's absolute key in this case.
The night before, Grand Rapids police arrested Troy Brake for the beating of a Grand Rapids prostitute. They recovered a Glock 40 from his truck. From there, another gun was found at Brake's Newaygo County home. The gun matched the bullets used in the murder. None of this happened by luck. Area departments have established a tradition of breaking down boundaries.
But still, it comes down to, trusting in the system enough to put your case facts out there for other agencies to know and to work with.
Over 6 months after that memo went out, a jury sends Troy Brake to life in prison for the murders.
Hopefully this leads to some kind of closure for the families. I mean, obviously, as everyone has said, it will never bring their loved ones back, but hopefully this helps some of the mending processes.
Now, we had reported earlier that Grand Rapids police were investigating Brake's for possible involvement in the killing of other women, some of them known prostitutes in Grand Rapids. Captain Hertel says he is still on the radar, but those investigations continue.